Saludo! Skol!
So what were you saying a minute ago? You're too cold and too fed up to do any work today?
Yeah.
You just got here.
I know.
Damn.
I already wasted 10 minutes. I could be on the way home already.
That's like 30 minutes. What are you talking about?
Whoa.
Shooting the
Well, we
breeze.
are looking at some nice parts, I must say. Got all kinds of goodies coming in.
Yeah, we got goodies. Let's look at goodies. We got lots of goodies.
For the box and the air filter.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for, I had, I think, 4 different people offer to have that thing mailed to their house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, everybody. As I was saying in the video, that Spectre unit is illegal in California, so even if I got it here, it probably wouldn't survive the referee, but whatever. So we got this guy fits in here nicely like that, but the first thing we figured is that that angle there is like 30 degrees and we had a 45 on there, so we're gonna put a 30 on here and see if that works any better. Who knows, we'll see, but that fits nice. What else do we have here? We have all kinds of goodies.
This?
Power steering box. This is a Borgeson. 12.7 to 1. I have no idea if that's good or not, but that's what I got. New Pitman arm. The power steering hoses. These have to be somewhat fabricated as well because this is a custom job. That. The upper radiator hose here. It was too long as I suspected, but I cut it in half. And if you cut it in half, you can put a coupler in the middle and make it work. So we'll show that. So that'll work.
Twofer.
What else do we got? Yeah, here's the coupler. Right here. So that just goes, whoop. Oh,
that's the coupler?
That's kind of sloppy. Maybe that's the wrong end. No, it is a little sloppy. Whatever. Hose clamps to the rescue. What is this? Bolts. What are these? What are these for? Oh, these are for the fans. Got extra bolts for the fans that we were missing last time.
Oh, okay. So that's what we got those.
Yeah, I didn't bother going to cold case or anything. It's a bracket for this thing, that thing over there. And it came with the nice little sealing tube thing to go around it. Just nice. So
where's this go?
On the edges, right? So you're not looking
at
this
guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So instead of it being a hard metal edge there, you have that. Or that goes on the bottom. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What else? This big guy. Haven't cracked that open yet. I think I told Pops about this, but I'll tell you guys about this. Similar story. So, electronic fuel injection gas tank for 77 Camaro. Also, not legal in California. Because I guess you can't put fuel injection on a second-gen Camaro. Whatever. But this one was different than the cold air intake. When I bought this on Summit, instead of just saying we don't ship this to California, they say pick one of these 3. This is a pre-76, or no, it was like pre... It was like pre-56 or something. I forget what it was. It wasn't the smog year. Or this is an off-road vehicle, or this is original equipment. And if you click original equipment, then it says, sorry, you can't ship that to California. So I said, okay, fine. It's an off-road vehicle. I said, okay. So here we go. Now, again, why this is illegal? A 75 Camaro, this would fit, I think. And you can put fuel injection on a 75. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But not a 77, whatever. Stupid California. What else do we have? We got the fittings for the fuel tank. Sorry, man. We'll talk about that in a minute. Grommets. These are the bolts for that MAF sensor. Got some strap liner things for the fuel tank. And lots of little bolts and stuff. So all kinds of goodies here. Oh, more goodies. Hose clamps and the fender protectors.
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll get those out. So we got a lot of stuff. Now we have to figure out what we're going to do today. I don't know. Might want to do the power steering first because the cold air intake is going to get in the way of all of that. So might do that first. Hey, we'll see. It's so bloody cold and windy.
52 with 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah. So yes, I know it's California, but that's cold. All right, we're gonna get to work. All right, so we tried to do the power steering box, but I can't find the bolts for it, so I gotta order another set of those. We dug through all the old boxes we had full of bolts and things, we just couldn't find those, so that was on the car when I took it off, so I don't know what happened to those, but whatever, we'll get new ones. So we're gonna go back to this, so we're gonna cut a 30-degree section here and see how that works out. So this is classic. I'm just trying to clean up the piece. Got this nice and smooth. But it's the wrong piece. This isn't the piece we're using. This is the piece we're using. Okay?
Yeah.
This edge here didn't cut very well, but I'm just going to trim this off and not worry about it. It doesn't really matter. So that's the piece. So what we're doing is just take a piece of 80 grit, stick it to the top of the table. Can you see that? Yeah. And just go for it.
Walk through here. Whoop.
It's hysterical. I mean, sanded the wrong one. This one doesn't have a lot of room on it for the coupler here, so I don't really want to sand this one off too much. We're just trying to clean it up a little bit. I'll probably just leave that there. It's not going to hurt anything.
No.
Let's clean up the other side a little bit more. That stuff tears up the sandpaper pretty fast. Enough. Let's take this, deburr it.
It's almost ready to shoot our big tree over there today.
Oh yeah?
A few leaves, nice clouds behind it.
There's this beautiful sycamore down the road from us. Pops likes to take pictures of when the sun hits it just right. It's really pretty.
We have a contest who can take the best picture.
Yeah, who won the last round?
That guy.
I should point out part of the reason that plastic is so gnarly there in those cuts is we really needed to cut more off of the long piece, but because we put the MAF sensor close to that end, we can't cut any more off of that. So ideally, we would have had this stick further out. But I really had to just try and squeeze it into a really tight corner, and it's really hard to make those cuts in there and make them pretty. It'll work. You know, it'll all seal up, I'm sure. It shouldn't be a problem. But it's certainly not as pretty as I'd like. You'll never see it, though. All right, one more thing we need to do before we wrap up. This is for the recirculation from the engine here. So get the dirty air out of the engine back into the intake there. So this is... what is this, 3/8 inch? I don't remember what this is. Yeah, 3/8 inch. So I got some special grommets. I was just telling Pops I needed one of these, of course. Anybody needs a 3/8 inch, 1/4 inch depth, 1/2 inch diameter grommet, let me know. All right, just like that. It worked like a charm. So I put it on an up angle like that because if it's pointed straight sideways, it goes right into the radiator inlet there, so that's no good, or whatever. So we're not entirely sure what to do with this, but I think what we're going to do is run it down to here, cut it right here on the corner, and then take this piece and put it along the top. Yeah, why not? All right, for the MAF sensor, thanks to Tom, and I forget who it else was, commented about not putting nuts and things on the inside of this thing. So what we're going to do, this guy sits on here like this. We're going to run these long bolts through the bottom. This is threaded, so they go all the way through this. And then the MAF sensor on top will have nylox on it to lock it down, so it's not going to go anywhere. And we'll put a little bit of RTV on this to lock it down too. So we'll stick that together. All right, so let's put some ultra black on there. All right, got that guy in there. I don't like the way the silicone left such a mess all around there, but hopefully it's all sealed. All right. That worked out like a charm, pretty much. Where's my MAF sensor? There we go. Okie doke. So we need to get a clamp for this guy. But that fits in there just about perfectly. It's all nice and snug. This looks good. We got to put some washers and stuff on these guys. I got the foul air here running back to there. That's all good to go. One thing, anybody, if you have any thoughts, the purge solenoid here used to be mounted down on the engine, and I can't get it down in there because of the AC. If you know any kind of bracket that they sell for these things, this has got a weird bracket or what. I don't really know how to mount this. I don't want it just flapping around in the breeze here. So, all right, let's do the radiator hose. Okay, upper radiator hose is good. I cut this a little short, but it's all right. Be okay. So, get the lower on. Yep, that bottom guy worked like a treat. So both of these hoses didn't fit verbatim. I had to cut them. This one I think I cut off this end down here, and this one, of course, cut in the middle. But I think they're going to be good. I need to find my hose clamps for this guy. I don't know where they went. But everything else up here looks good. So we're going to close the hood. And, that's nice. Close the hood and see how well that thing actually seals. So we got our hashtag not sponsored summit. You should sponsor me with as much money as I spent with you guys. So we just closed the hood down, and yeah, sure enough, this thing actually hits the underside of the hood. So that's pretty nice. That's a bonus. I didn't think it would, but it actually cradles right up in there. So that's really nice. So yeah, if we had had to fabricate that, that would have sucked. Yeah, as I told Potts, it's not a perfect seal, right?
Right.
But it's better than nothing. It keeps most of the heat out of there, which is good. I'd say this looks kind of pro under here. I actually don't mind not having the big aluminum tube there, because it just draws your eye right to it. It's big, shiny.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have all the chrome shining.
Yeah, so I kind of like that. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. Now what?
Carol said, everything looks good, you gotta get rid of all the wiring.
Yeah, we'll get the wiring out of here soon.
I know.
There, we don't need this. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All right, so the one thing I do want to get done today is get the drive shaft measured, so I can get that ordered, which unfortunately means getting out of the car again. Alrighty, I just cracked this guy open. We'll look around in here a little bit. So there's our gas tank, Tanks Inc. I needed to crack this open to figure out what kind of filler neck this thing came with. Wasn't sure what kind of gas cap to order for it. I need to get a non-vented, since the E-Rod engine's a sealed system. So this is cool. The Camaro kit, where we got the straps, everything here, fuel pump, the whole 9 yards. So we'll go into that next time. So we measured for the rear end. Ouch. So we were 46¼ length for the rear end. Measurement, we're getting it from Denny's. So that's the B6 measurement. The B10 measurement is 3.624 or somewhere in that area. B11 1.18. This is a 1350 rear end, or a rear yoke. So this is all kind of standard stuff for a 1350 here. That's really the only measurement that's of interest, I think, probably. And then the stick out, sorry, B7 is 0.6 inches for the T56. Yeah, so that's it. So I'll get that ordered. I don't know how long that's going to take to come, but we'll get that ready. So we're moving along here. So we need to get the bolts for the power steering box. I got to figure out these brake lines still, they're messed up. I got to hook up the fuel line. Obviously all the electrical needs to be sorted out, but it's coming together pretty quickly. So we'll have the rear end here in a few weeks. We got the gas tank, so we need to finish the fuel lines in the back here. Then I'm going to get the exhaust for it as well, because I don't want to run this without an exhaust in here. My neighbors will hate me. But yeah, so we're moving right along, sir, and short order we'll be able to hear this baby run. Fingers crossed, no issues. We got the oil priming kit for it and everything to get the oil going through it before we do anything. Yeah, so it's coming along. All right, that's gonna do it for today. I've been crawling around on the floor for hours here, so I'm tired and cold and sore. So thanks everybody. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.